All right, so you've heard me talk about how I use protein shakes on a daily basis to get more protein into my system and so that I can hit my macro numbers. But the problem with that is a lot of protein smoothies contain bananas, which is a big no-starter for a lot of you. And so I've been asked by a ton of you guys to have banana-free smoothie solutions because either you hate bananas or you're allergic, but you still want to have protein shakes. And just so you know, the reason why I use bananas a lot in my smoothies is because they are naturally sweet and they have a nice creamy texture. But the good news is there are a ton of other options that we can add to smoothies instead so that you can still enjoy a smoothie if you do not want bananas. So let's get started. So first off, with a smoothie, if you're wanting to have a creamy texture, you're gonna wanna have something frozen in there. And I like to freeze my fruit before adding it into the smoothie. That way it naturally adds that texture and that creaminess without having to add ice, which is gonna take away from the flavor. And I love adding frozen berries to my smoothies instead of bananas because not only does that allow you to add in a ton of extra antioxidants from those berries, but it also adds a lot of color and flavor. And if you're looking to keep your protein smoothie lower in sugar, it's a great alternative to bananas as well. Definitely check out my PB&J smoothie or my Fit and Slim smoothie. Both of those are some great ones and I'll link to them below. They both have no banana and they use frozen berries. Mango is another really great option, especially when it's frozen. It acts just like a banana with the smoothness and the creaminess, plus it's naturally sweet as well. So I definitely add frozen mango a lot to my smoothies. And I have a really good vanilla cupcake protein smoothie that you should check out that uses frozen mangoes, and it is so good. Tastes just like a cupcake. It's so good. Avocado is another great one. You can have it fresh or frozen. And the great thing about avocado is that you can add it and it doesn't affect the flavor too much. You're also gonna be adding in a ton of healthy fats and a lot of good fiber, so that is a great option. And if you have avocados that you aren't gonna get to, it's a great thing because you can just freeze them in chunks ahead of time, and then that way you can grab them and use them whenever you need. Sweet potatoes are really good for adding some smoothness, creaminess, and some really good color and nutrients to your smoothies as well. I like to use cooked sweet potatoes. You can either put it in mashed form or you can have them diced and ready to just toss in. You can use them frozen or fresh. And definitely during the fall, you wanna check out my maple cinnamon sweet potato smoothie. It has all the delicious flavors of fall and it's really easy to make, and I'll link to that below for you. Rolled oats are another great option. They're high in fiber, they have a really good texture when they're blended, and they have a ton of antioxidant properties as well. I don't usually use cooked oats. I have rolled raw oats when I use them. And if you're looking for an example on a banana-free smoothie on how I use oats, you can check out my caramel apple protein smoothie. Soaked cashews are another great option. Get some raw, unsalted cashews and just either soak them in hot water for about 10 minutes, or you can have them soaking overnight. They'll get nice and soft that way, and then you can just put them into your blender and blend them on up. This is another great way to make cheesecake, by the way, or just any cashew sauce. I love adding in cashews because it has those heart-healthy fats, it has that nice fiber and the protein, and it's also a super creamy, delicious texture as well. Pineapple is a great one. I like to use frozen pineapple versus fresh pineapple. I just find that frozen pineapple holds up better and has a better texture in your smoothies. But pineapple is very naturally sweet as well, so it's a really good one if you're not wanting to add in a lot of added sugars. Plus, the really good thing about pineapple is that it's so fibrous, so it has a lot of those pieces in part of it, and so it basically takes up a lot of space when you blend it, which makes it very perfect for a banana replacement. Chia seeds are another option to replace your bananas in your protein smoothies. If you watch my video on the amazing benefits of chia seeds, you already know they have a ton of nutritional benefits, and they are really great to make anything thicker. So they're perfect to have instead of bananas in your protein shake. Also, this works really well for flax seeds and quinoa as well, but I prefer chia seeds over those two. Yogurt is a perfect replacement for bananas in protein smoothies. I use full-fat Greek yogurt, don't have anything flavored or sweetened in that, and that is just a really easy way to up the protein, up the thickness, and up that texture that you really get from a frozen banana. You can either freeze the yogurt ahead of time or you can add it in unfrozen. Check out my cherry vanilla smoothie to use yogurt instead of banana. And nut butters like peanut butter or almond butter are some of my go-to thickeners for smoothies. You can use them instead of bananas, and they really have this great texture. They make everything smooth and creamy and thick, and it's just so good. Plus, you get all that extra protein and the healthy fats from them as well. Definitely check out my PB&J smoothie for a great option for peanut butter, and then my apple crisp smoothie for a great option for almond butter. And I'll link to all these recipes below. So now that you have all these great options for how to replace bananas in your protein smoothies, check out my video on why you need to eat more protein, and I will see you in the next video.